Hello guys, welcome back to episode 18 of Black Girl from Brick City. I'm your girl Ace with the Y and I am the host, and I am super excited to be speaking with you guys today, like I am every single week. But this week, guys, I'm super grateful. You know, it's like that. You ever get that feeling when you praying for something, when you're hoping for something, when you're going to war and praying for something, and literally overnight, you see evidence of it. It's not a coincidence. It is literally Yahweh's favor on your life. So this week I've been praying for something. And, you know, I've been waiting. I've been doing good. I've been studying on this scripture, Galatians 6 and 9, which tells us to not be weary in well-doing, for in due season you will reap what you sow if you faint not. So I just took that scripture and I ran with it, y'all. And I've been saying, you know what? I've been doing everything that I feel like I can. I've been the best person I feel like I can be. And if I'm not, I try to stop myself, or, you know, I feel like I've been doing well-doings. So, you know, I feel like I can't faint. I can't faint if I don't see the seeds growing yet. I can't faint. I have to keep going. And when I tell you God showed up and showed out in my life this week, I am super excited. I am super blessed. I am grateful. And I hope that that testimony resonates with you, because maybe you have been praying for something and you got it. I know a couple of my friends in my circle, they all have gotten new jobs. They all have gotten out of situations that weren't benefiting them, new jobs that weren't benefiting them. So my circle is praying. I don't know about your circle, but even if you don't see what you've been praying for, put yourself into a position where you can see those things fluctuate. Maybe you want a new job. Maybe you want a new situation, but you're not putting the work in. You're not applying. You're not applying your best self. You're not grateful for the job that you have, you know. That's not the topic today, but I just wanted to say that to somebody. If you've been hoping for something, if you've been waiting for something to happen, just always remember the scripture, Galatians 6 and 9. If you are doing what you have to do, if you are doing the well-doings, okay? And well-doings can be whatever in your sense. If you are doing your part, don't faint, because in due season, you will reap what you sow, okay? And don't be sowing no bad things, because you'll reap that too. Amen. Anyway, I ain't even a preacher, y'all. I ain't even come up here to preach. This episode, I wanted to get straight to the point. Every week I try to think, what can I speak about? Because I don't like to speak about things that I don't know or that I haven't been through, or, you know, those sorts of things. I speak about things that I'm passionate about, that I've actually went through, and that I feel like I can have some wisdom on because I've seen it or I've been through it. So this week, I want to speak about insecurities, dealing with your insecurities, or dealing with insecurities. And in this world, I actually saw this post where it said, can we go back to the real? Can we go back to the humanity? Can we stop with the aesthetic? Everything gotta look so beautiful and everything zooming in from this way, angles. Everybody's looking perfect, you know? And in this perfect world where everything is in this right spot, all the hairstyles are beautiful, all the men are chiseled up, you know what I'm saying, in the perfect society or whatever. But it's almost impossible to not feel insecure in one area of your life. It could be either your body, it could be either your career, your accomplishments, your status, your finances, your relationship. These are certain things that can come up as insecurities. And nowadays, it seems like it's almost taboo to not be all together, to not have it all together. If people, you know, mess up, oh my goodness, they're canceled. Like, if people are not confident in something, oh, well, she's a weak one, or, you know, he's weak. And it's just like, y'all, insecurities are normal. It's normal for you to feel like some part of your life isn't where it needs to be, or, you know, something about yourself isn't where it needs to be. But we're going to speak about it today, because the world has a certain skill that they're doing where they make all the real people, like the raw people, look crazy, and all the fake, you know, polished people, they're the ones that are real. And I come to tell you, that's not real. It's staged. It's a great PR team. Making sure that they don't do the wrong things, say the wrong things. A regular human is gonna mess up. It's gonna be raw. It's gonna have raw emotions. It's gonna have reactions. It's like, I don't know why it's so taboo to talk about real shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, when I was doing research, because I wanted to know, like, what exactly is an insecurity? Like, what are insecurities? And yes, my girl Jasmine Sullivan has a song, Why You Gotta Be So Insecure? When I did all I could do, you still be wanting more. But you know, yes, that was the definition I got from insecure, okay? But the dictionary version of insecurity, it says, uncertainty or anxiety about oneself, lack of confidence. And then the second definition says the state of being open to danger or threat, lack of protection. So you don't feel protected and you don't feel confident when we're dealing with insecurities. And I thought long and hard about, this is my podcast where I can state my opinions. Let's talk about my insecurities and maybe that'll resonate with you guys. So these are certain signs that you can tell that you're dealing with some sort of insecurity. I knew how to identify these signs because at one point in my life, one or another, I've dealt with certain insecurities. One sign, you are constantly seeking validation from other people, such as your lover, your teachers, your pastors, your families, or your friends. So you are constantly seeking validation from people. Before you pick an outfit, hey, is this cute? Before you go ahead and you take on a new opportunity, you're texting your pastor, hey pastor, is this okay? It may sound crazy to some, but I'm a church girl. I was born and raised in a church. I know how some members can be so attached to their pastors, they don't want to do new things or they don't want to start new things. They want to get validation from their pastor before they even get validation from God. But we ain't talking about that. You are constantly seeking someone else's approval before you make your own decisions. Number 2, society is showing you a version of yourself that you don't identify with. So it's making you feel insecure. You're looking at all the girls and you're like, the girls are looking snatched and beautiful and rich. And it's like, I'm just not rich. Or maybe you feel like, I don't look like that. Or for men, men be dealing with things too. Y'all gotta understand, niggas headlines recede and all types of stuff. Like, men get bare bellies. They feel insecure about their bellies. Like, over when they get older, like, men have their own insecurities as well. I can't really speak on them because I'm not a man. But just like women have their insecurities from society, men are looking at these other men in society with 11 cars and jewelry as big as houses and buying their mamas a house, and it may or may not make them feel insecure. Society has this way of shouting out everything that you're not. So it can cause insecurities. Another way you can know that you're probably insecure or having certain insecurities is that you don't feel comfortable in your own body and your own skin. You don't feel like you're beautiful. You don't feel like you look good. You don't like what you see in the mirror. So if you're starting to get to that point where you're looking in the mirror and you're just like, I'm not happy, you got to dig a little deeper and see what exactly is causing those insecurities. You don't feel like your talent, your ideas, etc., you don't feel like they're good enough. You're like, I have this amazing idea, but such and such did it already and she's thriving in it. What is my idea going to be of that? And that's another thing you can tell you're probably struggling from insecurities, is that every time you have an idea, you have a passion, you have a drive, you're comparing it to somebody who's already doing it. And you don't even necessarily know the struggles that came with them to do that. You don't necessarily know what made them get to that point, but you see yourself where they are, and the fact that you are not there, it could cause some insecurities. But I'm here to tell you, enough is enough, okay? When it comes to insecurities, there are a few things that you can do to get that shit out, because we don't need that. We don't need to have our insecurities run our lives, because it can be very, very dangerous. It's not a fun place to be. And I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, don't have insecurities, love yourself. No, there are specific things that I had to do in order to not be insecure about certain things. And there's some things that I'm still a little bit insecure about. But it's crazy because there are certain dangers that come, or certain cons that actually come when dealing with your insecurities. One of them being, you'll push away opportunities if you think that you don't deserve them, if you think you're not ready for them, you're not good enough for them. Some major opportunities may come your way and you're just like, oh no, I'm not good enough for that. Say you're a model or you're inspiring to be a model. Oh no, I don't look good. My legs aren't good enough. Like, I'm too short, I'm too tall. Like, self-sabotaging yourself even though the opportunity was already presented to you. Clearly it was presented to you because you're beautiful or because that person wanted you to be a part of that opportunity. So be careful, because insecurities can ruin new things for you. And then it's like, damn, I should have done that. Another thing, being insecure, you'll push away people who actually care about you, because when you're insecure, you tend to act out. You act like, I don't know, when I was dealing with insecurities, dealing with people, I don't know, like I didn't want them to see me like that, so I would be like pushing people away, or I wouldn't know how to be vulnerable. I wouldn't know how to be my best self. I would be very closed off. So that can push a lot of people away from you who actually love you. You'll think that they don't really love you when they do. Insecurities are the biggest liars. They're the biggest manipulators, and they're the easiest way to make yourself so sad and so depressed, by just thinking about all the things that you're not and all the people who don't even love you because you're this, that, da, 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 da. Even talking about it sometimes just drives me crazy, because it's all lies. You are beautiful. The people who love you. And if they don't, skedaddle. There are going to be people who do love you. But another danger that I wrote is that you'll start to act like or talk like or be like someone else that you're not, just to fit in. And I think that is literally the worst danger of them all. When you come to a place where you don't know how to be yourself, it's like you're almost tapping into someone else just to fit in. That's a full-time job. Acting like someone that you're not is a full-time job. It's like wearing a mask. You know how we gotta wear the mask now? Yeah, you wearing that shit to sleep, and it's all over your face. Like, it's not even just here. You're just wearing a mask like this. You know what I'm saying? You're not who you are. And you have to keep up with that all the time. Because if you're acting like you're a mean girl and you're picking fights with people, like, for example, you're acting like you're a mean girl. You're picking fights, you're starting drama, but deep down, you are a lamb. Like my friend said, you're a merry little lamb. You don't even like the fight. So now, you done put this mean girl persona on, because you're insecure, you don't want people to bully you, so you want to act like a bully. And now people are beating your ass left and right. Meeting you after school, jumping you, because you wanted to be a mean girl when you haven't even been in a fight your entire life. Insecurities will lie to you and try to make you feel like you have to be somebody else just to be here or just to have friends there. And it's like all lies. All lies. And I had to learn that for myself. But there is a way that you can start living in your truth, girl. And I'm gonna explain how I build my own self-confidence. And I remember being younger, I was confident, but I was still bullied, believe it or not. I know. I was definitely bullied. I was dark-skinned. I had very, very short hair. So people would always call me a boy. They would call me a monkey. They would say, you're so dark-skinned. My gums are another thing that I was very insecure about, because they're purple. And I remember seeing my dad's gums, and my dad had like these bright pink gums. And I'm just looking at myself like, why do I have these purple gums? And I used to always remember feeling like, I hate my gums, I hate my teeth, hate my skin color, I hate my hair, like I just hate everything. And that's when I was younger. And I thank Yahweh that a lot of people who came into my life just helped me to love myself more. And when I started going to church, God he poured all that confidence into me as well. I started singing, and the rest is history. But there were a lot of things I was insecure about, and it started in my childhood. Like, children could be very mean. Children could be very mean when you're younger, and people could be very mean. If you're not secure in something, they will point it out for you. especially on the internet nowadays. Like, say a girl, you know, posts a picture up and even her toe don't look right. They're gonna be like, girl, your toe look crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like so much pressure to be perfect when it's like, take your shoes off. I bet you your shoes look like, your feet look like claws. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, how I started to build my confidence. This topic is really important to me because I was definitely insecure. And I changed that whole thing around when I started doing a few things inside of me, and it really changed my life. So I hope that if you are dealing with any type of insecurities, you're not feeling like you're good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not smart enough, you're not fine enough, let me tell you that you are everything. You are everything that you desire to be already. And I'm going to show you what I did, and maybe you could go and you could just write that shit down and you could get it done too, girl, because we're all trying to live in our truth. We're all trying to live at our highest potential, and we don't need that low energy. Insecurities is low energy. Low. We want to be high, confident, walking in our purpose, slaying everything. So number one, how I started to build my confidence, I stopped giving a what people think about me, okay? And you need to stop giving a what people think about you. Everyone has their own, listen, everyone has their own thing to worry about. Nobody's hands are clean enough to be judging what you look like or what you're doing. Nobody's past is clean enough to be judging yours. And nobody is perfect. So nobody, even Beyonce can't go out and say, girl, you ugly. You just can't, because nobody's perfect. So there's something that, you know, we're not knowledgeable of. We don't know, but everybody's struggling with something. So you can't give a what people are thinking or saying about you. Because the same thing that they're saying about you, there's something that they're saying even 3 times harder to themselves. Because people who are secure within themselves, they don't bully. People who are secure in themselves, they don't speak down on other women. And sidebar, I hate these new spiritual women who are just like dressing up themselves as spiritual healers, but they're actually mean and belittling to women. It don't make no sense. How do you call yourself a holistic person, a holistic woman, and you're bashing women's bodies on your social media? It doesn't add up. You're calling women broke, you're calling women ugly, you're calling women out of shape, you're calling women stupid and dumb, but you're a woman, and on top of that, you're holistic, and you're trying to spiritually heal people. It's demonic. It's demonic for real, and I try to stay far away from that as possible. I don't do that. My heart is genuine, my heart is pure. When I'm trying to help someone, I help them from who I am. When I make this podcast, I don't just come up here to say things that are catchy that will go viral, like this new generation that we're in. I say things from my heart that I mean and that I intend to actually help someone because I've been there or I've gotten through it in my own way. And also, if you struggle with insecurities of your hair, the movie that I suggest you go see, like if you haven't, is Nappily Ever After. That movie is so on point about how a lot of our Black women feel when we take our weave out. Like when we have our hair out, we don't feel beautiful. We don't feel like we get an attention. And that movie just showed you that. You see how I don't want to spoil it, but she cut her hair and she attracted this certain man that loved her for who she was, rather than the man who just wanted her to look, oh yeah, can you put your wig on? Like, no, I don't want to put my wig on. Sometimes I want my hair to be out. Sometimes I want my hair to be in an afro, braids. Don't let nobody tell you what is beautiful. You're beautiful whatever. And whoever is the person for you will love you in every stage of your life. So I recommend that movie. And also I recommend NDIRE, I Am Not My Hair. That's just a classic. Another thing that I started doing was building myself up in private so that when I get in public, I'm a whole different person. So a lot of the things that I struggled in private with. Like, yes, I'm a very open person, especially on social media. I like to tell people what I'm feeling, how I feel about anything. But there's certain things that you have to work on in private so that when you come out in public, you are a brand new being. Some nights I had to sit in the dark and cry. I had to get on my knees and just like give myself away, basically, like, hey, Yahweh, what's up? Like, I don't feel beautiful right now. I need you to give me some strength. I need you to give me some confidence. And that's just my technique. But if you don't pray, good luck in this world, girl. good luck in this world. That's all I gotta say. Go manifest some things. Go. No, I'm not laughing because manifestation does work and it is of God. But if you don't pray, I just don't know how else you get through your days positively. I think I'm going to cut that out because I don't want people, you're ignorant, people are religious, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, another way that I took my confidence back away from insecurities, I loved my hair and my body exactly in the state it was in and then built off of that. So if you don't remember, I cut my hair bald and it was a very vulnerable time in my life because I had just turned, I don't know how old I turned. I'm going to put it right here. I had just turned this age. And, you know, I was at the time in a happy relationship. I was, you know, he was very supportive of me cutting my hair at the time. But I just didn't feel good. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you ever had that time in your life where it's like, I just don't feel like me. My body wasn't looking the same. I was like so chubby. Like, I'm going to put some pictures here, but you know, I just lost my way. I just lost myself. And me cutting my hair was the first step of me gaining myself back because I took control of it. I cut it all off. And that was my decision. And it made me feel beautiful. And then after I did that, I said, you know what? Now I'm going to go and tackle my body. But I didn't shame my body. I was in a position where I was shaming my body a little bit. But after that, you have to go and you have to change it, okay? You can't just beat yourself up. You're fat. And then just don't go to the gym. The fat wears off if you work it off. But I remember just telling myself, I don't feel secure in my body. I want to make a change. And that is when I started my fitness journey. And it was the best decision I could have ever made in my life. Taking control of my hair, like, God be the glory. Like, my hair is thriving, okay? And taking control of my body, that's the first step of building your confidence. If you don't like the way your body is looking, if you don't like the way your hair is looking, you can only complain for so long. You can only wear wigs and hide it for so long. You can only, you know, wear all black every single day and, you know, just feel bad about yourself for so long. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to sit down, accept it, like, you know what? This is my hair right now. You know? This is my body right now. What can I do to make it better? Another thing that I struggled with was my skin, y'all. Here's a picture. I know. I struggled so hard with my skin, and I'm actually gonna start a YouTube series on my skin journey because I feel like I've learned so much that I could go ahead and help somebody with that. But I was very insecure on my skin. Like, I was breaking out due to birth control, due to just not eating right, not taking care, not having a proper skin routine. And my skin literally broke out in hives. Hives, y'all. So I was like caking my face with makeup, doing everything to make it even worse until I said, you know what? I'm going to take my skin seriously. And one of my good friends, she requested this soap for me, and I just made my own skin routine. I made a difference. So I say all of that to say, if you are struggling with an insecurity that you know you can change, go ahead and change it. Don't be scared. Just start. You don't have to have all it figured out. I didn't know how to do a push-up when I started my journey. If you can see this video right here, I couldn't even do a pull-up. Okay, I literally started from nothing. No knowledge, no routines, no reps, no cute little videos like I do now. But it was not cute at first. It was not cute. And I'm gonna need you to say that right now, wherever you're listening to this wherever you're listening to this episode, I need you to say, the beginning of the journey is not gonna be cute. Say it with me. The beginning of the journey is not going to be cute. When you first start trying to get your hair together, it's not gonna be cute. That shit gonna ravel up. It's gonna look crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna always be the best looking. When you start your body, your fitness journey, it's not gonna be cute. You're gonna be tired. You're just gonna be like, how am I gonna do this? But you have to be consistent. Sometimes when you're doing your skin routine and you're starting to fix your skin purges. So you'll get all these bumps, and then the best skin comes out. So think of life like that. At first, when you try to change something, it's gonna be hard. But when you push through, it's the beauty of it all. Another thing is knowledge. Knowledge builds confidence as well. So with me, I research everything. I've always been a researcher. I've always been a scholar. So anything that I want to know, I research. And to let you know, that will actually build your confidence when you're trying to start new things, or maybe you have an idea and you're not so confident in it. The more knowledgeable you are in that, the more confident you are. I'm not even gonna lie. I still probably don't know what I'm doing. There's so many people that are having like the best of podcasts. Like they got the microphones, they got the cameras that are look like movie cameras. You know what I'm saying? And here I am, I'm editing. I'm not really familiar with editing yet. I'm doing the best that I can. I could easily become insecure, like, the girls are doing more than me, but who got time to do that? I got my own passions, my own speed. And that's exactly how you need to think. Who has time to be looking at Tom and Jerry when you need to be focused on what you need to get done so that you can feel accomplished and you can get the things that you want to get done? Can I get an amen? All right, y'all. Or can I get a ghetto handstands? Y'all, those are all the things that I did. I basically just stopped caring what people thought. The things that I can change, I went ahead and changed. The things that I can't change, like my gums that I was insecure about, I just changed my perspective on it. I told myself, in a world full of pink gums, you're a purple gum and you're cute. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Or like a lot of people would talk about my forehead. Like they say pretty girls got the big foreheads, but I didn't like that saying at first. I'm like, yo, my dad gave me this forehead again. Y'all need to stop playing with me. But then I saw Rihanna, like her forehead be thriving, honey, when I was younger, of course. And I was like, okay, my head is cute. But now, y'all, do you think I give a damn what people say about my forehead? My head is big. What am I gonna do? They probably got surgery for it, but I'm not doing that. It is what it is. The man for me will love my big head. Amen. And I'm cute. So like anything that you don't like about yourself, say you have a big nose, big lips, like you got small titties or something, you better start loving whatever that is. Love it. Embrace it. Like, yes, I got small boobies, but they're cute. They're cute. And if I had big boobies, I'd be thinking about all the back pain I would probably have. Sorry, big booby girls. But you know what I'm saying? Everything comes with everything. And I'm just going to encourage you today that if you're having some insecurities, if you were able to identify some of the insecurities that you may have felt, I'm here to encourage you, girl. You're going to get through this. What you're going to do is you're going to take it day by day. You're going to take your journal out and you're going to write all the attributes that the dream woman that you want to be has. And I'm talking about things that you could change, y'all. Don't say if you got a big forehead, your dream girl that you want to be got a small forehead, because it don't work like that. I'm saying, like, if if you're insecure about how you dress or how your hair is, write out that my dream girl's gonna have beautiful 4C hair. She's gonna know her hair routine. She's gonna know her skin type. She's gonna wear colors. She's gonna wear heels. Like, write it out so that you can see it, and then every day you take those steps to be it, okay? Because that's exactly what we're doing all 2022. We're not letting anybody let us sit in our insecurities. Don't let anybody let you dwell and sit in your insecurities. Anybody who is enabling you to sit in your insecurities, for example, if you know you're out of shape and you have that person like, no, you're not out of shape. You don't got to go to the gym. You're great. That's what we call enablers. We don't want that type of energy. We want everything that belongs to us in this year. So if you know that you want to work on something, you need to go into your private space. Everybody doesn't even need to know. Everybody does not need to know your insecurities in the first place. But you go into your private space and you do the work and watch how great you feel when you see that transformation. When I saw that I lost all that weight just by going, I was mind blown. I was like, wait, what? Dang, okay. And now, I'm trying to push myself to different levels, but I'm speaking about when I first started and there was something I was insecure about. Now I can say I'm secure in my body. I want to get to a certain level, but I am secure in my body. When my skin was breaking out, crazy, and I had to find the exact solution, I felt amazing. I was like, okay, there is joy on the other side. Especially with my hair. I thought my hair was never gonna grow back, y'all. I was like, what did I do? What did I do? But when it started to grow back and now I have this big fro, I'm just like, okay. Everything that you think right now is never gonna change. There is another side of that is actually change. So I hope this episode encourages you. And listen, hey, every day is a new day to be a better person, to do something different in your life, and to make a change. So I hope that this episode helped you. I hope that you are going to be tackling those insecurities, and that you know that you are beautiful, that you are loved, that you are wise, and that you are a king or a queen. Thank you for listening to Black Girl from Brick City. I'm Ace, and have a blessed day. Bye. Black girl, gotta watch what I'm into. Black girl, you don't know what I've been through. Dark skin got 'em feeling so fearful.